This one, I'm gonna have volume.
That door isn't working, and that clock hasn't been fixed yet.
Because we're trying to keep it on.
We don't want them doing that.
Oh.
That was
That
a fire department, that was a tax bill.
That'll work. How you doing? Everything else too. No, not until Monday, before the 12th. I'm not gonna make it, that's the official word. Good.
Thanks, Don.
What?
When April yeah, that'd be great. I know Brian. Yeah. Yeah. Well, in winter time.
Did you email last night?
I didn't, but I'll look.
It's there. It's on,
Yeah, I don't.
Chris.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, okay, good.
Thank you. Bill Pass. My address is in, transition bill pass.
Yeah.
Oh, did it? Oh, good. That's good.
Thank you.
What I'm worried about now is the extension of, tort
Hi, Chris.
claim.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the testimony.
Yeah, the tort claim interest to the date of filing and especially for public entities.
Great, but there was, I know
The date of incident. Yeah, for public entities.
there was an amendment that I saw that.
Pledge of allegiance for inspiration.
Recently, because they took public entities off, then they put it back on.
It was recent, it was within the last couple of days,
Okay.
there's still another amendment.
Well, I was calling legislators yesterday saying.
I think it was public entities prior to the days of claim that it couldn't go back.
To the date of entry. So it couldn't go to the date of entry.
It was the date of prior.
Right. Which makes sense. I can live with that.
Yeah, it was interesting, you know, anytime you get involved with the legislature, you know, there's the one that you see. So like yesterday, I was online for 6 hours before they got to our floor. I did other stuff, but I had TVW on the whole time. How are you?
Well, the potential, when you have to go back to the, an injury claim to 1974.
Right,
And all
I
the
get
interest
it.
until then. I mean, I'm sure the trial lawyers would love that, but, that's not good for the entities.
Right. Yeah.
Twice in 2 days. What's up? That's called goodness.
Hey there.
Hello, Iris Ruther, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's shaking?
You know,
Sydney, Rhonda.
You know, Phil Bassett?
Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm 40 minutes.
But actually, most of you, if you wait long enough, it goes right to your pant. You can just get your bypass it. That's when you went to bypass the facial feature, I never recognized it. So then it goes right to your pants.
I know, longer days. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay, here we go.
Are you standing in today?
I am, I'm standing up.
Well, you're a good man for doing it.
Here you see the final oil price ends up. Yeah, I was looking at prices, some posted prices more.
Okay, we're gonna start. Here's the bell. All right. Sergeant of Arms, we'll do the flag ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. Get the flag there to the north. Here we go.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let's do the four-way test. First.
Is it true? Is
Second.
it fair to all concerned?
Third.
Will it build goodwill, better friendship, and beneficial for all concerned? Is it fun? Wow.
Hey, wait.
All you gotta do is read.
Time out, time out. Time out.
Doesn't matter what order.
Let's do this again. We're gonna get it right. All right, here we go. First.
Is it the truth?
Second.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Third.
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Fourth.
Beneficial to all concerned.
Fifth.
Is it fun?
Sixth.
Awesome.
Happy St. Patrick's
Awesome.
Day.
Awesomeness. All right. Eileen, is Eileen here? Eileen.
No, I've got Eileen.
Okay, good. Inspirational.
Hold on. I gotta go through my notes.
Okay, dokie.
Eileen sent me this, the sky is full of stars and there's room for them all to shine. That's her
That's
quote.
good. We're all shining today. It's good. That's great. All right, and,
Don't mess it up, no.
okay. And so we have some guests here, which are, anybody want to introduce any guests other than we have a couple of great speakers back here, Sydney and Rhonda. So welcome to our club this morning. And it's going to be kind of like self-fining, only self-identifying. So any birthdays today? Any anniversaries today?
I got an anniversary coming up,
Okay,
next week.
okay, well, next week we'll do it, but my birthday's this week, okay? So do we want to sing, or am I donating money, or how do we want to do this?
You're buying all the drinks. for the
Is that
next week.
right? Well, you're gonna have to catch up with me. Okay, so, just anyhow, it's my birthday today, so we wanna, I guess I'll donate some money, is that how we're doing this, or what's the plan? You tell me. What?
Why don't we just sing?
Okay, okay.
We got a good Zoomers to sing
Yeah,
to.
keep the Zoomers here.
Hey, Zoomers, you gotta sing with us.
Okay. we
Here we
got-
go. You have a birthday.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you very much.
Larry sang your lives.
Yeah.
Sure we shouldn't do that over again? I'm sure.
I think we're good. I think we're all good. Do we have any announcements or anything of this sort? Any announcements? Anybody has an announcement? Okay, this is going good.
Sherwood Gala on your table.
Yeah, okay, want to speak about that? Or you can speak about that
2
one.
weeks. And so I asked yesterday, I said, you know, there's no link on this. And somebody brought to my attention on the bottom right-hand corner of the back of it, there's a QR code, if you know what a QR code is.
Very similar to a link.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll go through some reports now. So we have the treasurer's report. And by the way, if I forget something, let me know. Treasurer's report. Okay, good. Secretary's report.
Board meeting, March 10th, Thursday. We'll have a new application from Mike Stone. Just so happens his son-in-law lives about 10 doors down the street from me. So I've known about Mike for a long time. I just never knew his last name until I talked to him the other day. That's funny. So that application will be considered.
Okay.
Just remember that we meet, Rotarians in Action Committee meets the first and third Tuesday at 5:30 to 6:30 every month. At yesterday's chamber meeting, a gentleman approached me and said that he used to be with the Homies Rotary and wasn't much of a morning person, so I started talking about Tuesday night. So I think he might end up coming to a meeting. We'll see. That's it.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, I've got a past president's report.
Yes.
So Brian and I connected about, as you know, we've been talking about sponsoring a blood drive with Red Cross.
Yeah.
And so Brian got a hold of Red Cross and connected me with a representative. She's coming today to look at the space.
Oh, good.
I've already worked it out with our facilities, and we'll find a date to be able to do that if the space is adequate enough. So that's the next step. So they're coming today at 11.
Cool. Awesome. How many square feet is just this
I don't
room?
remember.
Okay.
I think there's
They were saying something like 1,200 square feet that they.
Wow. That'd be like twice the size.
I mean, we're above that.
Yeah, okay. Great, that's good news. Thanks a lot for doing that. And then past president's report, I went through all the pets training on Zoom. That was pretty cool. A lot of different things coming up, and inclusiveness and working together and staying connected with each other is kind of the mantra. And I've already talked to a few people. I'm going to be out talking to everybody on the phone or something, and to try and get people to step up and help out and keep the club, vibrant and moving forward. So that's happening, and that's happening and happening. So hopefully that will happen. So anyhow, so let's go on to club services. We have Dawn.
Don's here.
Dawn's here.
Just one request for our board meeting coming up next week. I'd like to have our goals washed out for this summer and fall, as far as what we're going to be doing with activities and that type of thing for Corks and Kegs and Aquafest, and we've got other stuff mixed in there, like the parks events, like the movie night and then the concerts and that type of thing. But just, we really do need to kind of start getting this put
Yes.
together. And it's also, before we get to that level of detail, it is a good time to reflect on what it is that we as a club like to do and what are we here for. There's lots of things that we do, and is it all important to us?
Yes,
So on and so forth.
absolutely.
So maybe if anybody has any thoughts differently, this is the week to throw them out there. Just shoot me a, an email or a text or whatever, and
Yeah.
be greatly appreciated.
It'd be great. So let's all think about what he just said and try and get some information back. And then during the board meeting, we'll have some time for you to kind of, we'll go through some of that stuff. What worked well, what didn't, how can we do this or that or the other thing, or no, let's not do that, or let's do this. And part of that's going to be kind of a thing where, let's say we like to do this a lot and we're going to do that, or we don't like that a lot, but some people really are bummed out because we're not doing it. So we have to kind of think through some of those things. If people understand what I'm trying to say, we've been doing this for 100 years, but maybe it's not working too well. And there's a lot of, 10% of the people want to do it. So, but we're going to have to open our minds a little bit to kind of like flesh some things out.
And actually, that's a good thought, is one of the things we can do is come up with a survey. List of things that the board feels would be worth exploring. And then throw it out and say, y'all have limited time, we did it. Why don't you just click on the things that you'd actually like to volunteer time for?
Right.
And I think that would be very telling. I think everything that we come up with is going to be good for the community.
Yeah.
And so we can be a little selfish and just pick things that are good for the community that we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And
it kind of tails on manpower as well, manpower and how we're doing it and all that stuff. Sometimes it's like the manpower is great, let's do this, but the manpower is up to here. Do we still want to do that is the kind of a thing, so.
Right.
Just keep it.
Another thought, and it's just because I'm working on Sherwood's strategic plan right now. I don't know that we, at least since I've been involved, we haven't done anything that even looks like that. Every board president comes in with their ideas of what they want to carry forward. And so that's kind of the way that Rotary operates. But maybe we should look at it as some kind of if you did a survey and got feedback, then let's figure out what to do with it.
That's one thing that I want to do too, is like I said, call everybody to find out if you want a position, or I want to listen to what everybody wants to do. Everybody has a concern. Everybody joins Rotary for a reason. It'd be nice to know that reason so we can retain people rather than just we're doing the same old thing. So if anybody, past president or anything, has anything to add to that. So.
Well, I think there's the goal areas, of Rotary and, the areas of where you want to concentrate your efforts. And then how do you create the revenue to be able to make that happen? So that it should probably flow that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, good.
And then, we've got a lot of initiatives we probably, like these guys said, probably need to make sure we've got our arms around that so that we are projecting far into the future rather than just a year.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
Rotary probably has tools, we did some visioning a few years back.
Yeah.
But I know there's some tools to do that.
We did.
Strategic.
And it's really would be timing to go back through a whole visioning effort all over again. I talked to Pat Bond at district about it. And I also, I can't remember who the person is that's in charge of that, but I talked to her. It's just getting them on our schedule, maybe breaking them down, talk about the vision deal, and then set a planning date.
Okay, good. Any more on that subject? Okay. Thanks, Don. And then Brian Ruiz and Kyle as well.
So we've got a date picked to go out to the skate park and clean up the tree wells. Edmonds, so they're actually not overgrown to the tree, and that'll be next Saturday. So I'll send out a sign up for that. We're thinking, 9 to noon, so we can kind of get out there in the morning. Kind of fix Saturday for this because it's not going to interfere with anybody out there playing. It gives us the exposure of being out there. We get the tree wells ready, and then when we do the park, the playground, we'll park at that time. Also,
It's not the next Saturday, it's the following Saturday.
the 12th. Not the 19th, I'm sorry, the 19th, so it's the following Saturday, I'm sorry. I'll send out an email. And honestly, it's just as many people, there's, I think, like 30 some of the trees. So it's not huge, it's not small. So we can have as many people. We'll also pick up trash car out there. Any sort of the skate park.
Which state?
Skate with wheels on it.
Well, if you guys want to show up
Or
at skate
flat
park, I'm
fish.
sure they will.
Exactly.
Wear your rotary shirt and we'll be all over it.
Yeah, sorry, skate park. So skate park, 9 to noon, tree wheels. So, bring some, if you have any, don't bring spade is good. Don't bring like a sharpshooter. Because we're gonna.
Sprinklers.
Then I talked to Jim about the Island Interactive Walkway. And so I guess we've ordered the actual templates, the deals that are going to be put down. So he's taking April 2nd, that weekend, and then we'll actually need a couple days after that too, to go prep the area, which will be power washing, and then the other prep part, and then actually putting them down, and then we torch them to get them to adhere to the asphalt. So that'll be April 2nd. He's going to send me some info and I'll get it out there. He does.
We get to play with fire?
Yeah, the torches that hook up to your propane well. Or, we'll definitely have the fire department there. We're gonna probably, somebody's gonna.
Not sure that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, somebody's probably gonna get lit up, so.
Yeah.
They don't shoot far, so you have to be close contact, so,
And luckily, that's the spring break week, so no kids will catch on fire.
yeah, it's a penalty if you hit a kid.
Yeah.
I know a couple of bankers that have those options too.
So there we are.
Kyle, you have anything you want to add? to
No,
that?
the big one was actually the wheel wall, so yeah, we're working on that one, and then we're trying to, we also talked about, I'm just saying, trying to get events actually on the calendar so people know in advance, so we have more things in the calendar where people are willing to see ahead time and make time for that versus last minute, so doing that will help us out and maybe get us a little more exposure to talk about. And then again, as we always say, like, if you have anyone that wants to join, please, send them our way, and we'd be happy to help them out and join it, and everything they need. John actually, and I talked to him already, he actually came over and asked that he'd like to, as we get to warm months, maybe instead of just doing it at Brian's farmer's office, we can do it at his place where you're outside, as work, whether it's performance. So that is an option, people are interested in doing that as well. So we'll let you know ahead of time.
Yeah. Or even a meeting could maybe be a function or something. Okay. Any more on that, Brian?
No.
Good. Okay. Thank you for that. And then the foundation, I don't see Jim up there, so does anybody have Jim's report? Or there is no report? Okay. International Services, Tracy? Hi.
Yes, good morning, everybody. They did just come back from a trip to Honduras. I'm excited to hear the updates. I was not able to make it to the last board meeting for IPA, so I will find out how amazingly successful it was, because I'm sure it was. I don't have anything other international news. Sorry, a lot of feedback. Anyway,
good.
that's what I have. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for doing everything you do. Okay, so membership, Ron.
Doing great.
Okay.
We have a potential member. Got told about from my secretary back there.
Good.
We have been working on our orientation and PowerPoint, so I might be reaching out to you to update on that information. We can have on that. Set to be presented on March 25th. Okay, cool. Okay. Vocational services, Lance.
So a little delay in getting the application out. I now have it in my email box as a fillable PDF. So as soon as I get back to my office, I will send it to the website. I'll send it to the high school in the Fortune, and I'll send it to the whole club. So if any of you guys know high school students in the Lake City School District, the
will be graduating this year, please share it. And my God, 5 or 6. Yeah.
That is what the runner.
You want to mention this again?
I'll do it in a minute.
Okay. Interact, I don't see, I don't see Kristen up there, excuse me. So there's nothing there, and then scouts, they seem to be moving along. I did connect Kendra with one of the scout liaisons over there, so they'll probably try and get something together when they have a day off from school or during the summer or something, so. We'll see how that goes. And then, Eileen's not here, so public relations, anybody?
Chris, back to interact for a minute.
Yeah.
On the 17th, which is a little thing called St. Patty's Day, two of the Irishmen in our club.
The kilt.
You have to guess. I mean,
Maybe you're sitting.
that's not this. We'll be delivering pizzas to the group, and the last 2 meetings have been close to 40 kids. She is doing outstanding business. So, I don't know what he's wearing, and it's hard to, we never know, but I'll wear my Irish, get up and go. So March 17th, if you want to come join us, the school in the, or let us in.
I don't know, but if you're serious, I don't know.
I don't know.
See the green pizza, or how's that gonna look?
Yeah, I'm worried about what.
Shamrock pepperoni. All right, great. So I don't think, Chris Martin was on there earlier, maybe, I don't know, but
No.
no, okay. Okay. So we have Sergeant at Arms to go. One thought was, I don't know if anybody saw this, there's been a thought, we could take a vote, that, Ukraine's going through some bad times right now, and we could take the money bucket, and all the money that goes in the money bucket, donate it to the Ukrainian something. Yeah, Rotary Relief Fund. Something or other.
Is that for real? Is that a motion, Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we want to have a vote on that? That's a motion there. Does anybody want to
Second.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Nobody's opposed, so the motion carries. Okay, so let's do that. All the money today will go towards, and Lori can direct it to the right place.
Yeah, I got an email from Rotary talking about this fund that they're doing. It's been on 8, 16. What has, what happened up in that one?
Yeah, go time.
Go time. Hey, good morning, everybody. Morning. One more time. Good morning, everybody. Hey. Woo. Good to see you. We're gonna have a good morning. So just wanna prepare you. I'm gonna go old school on finding. I want to raise a bunch of money for the Ukrainian effort. So I just want to plant that in your brain. So we're going old school. But first, we're gonna do the drawing. Hey!
$5 versus $12.50.
How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic.
Good. Okay, so we're going old school. Anybody missing a pin or a badge? That's a button. There we go. Anything badges? Anybody else? Okay. Anybody not wearing Seahawks gear? You're not wearing Seahawks gear, that's a button.
Are they playing? Point of order there, Sergeant. They're not there, done. All right, DJ.
All right, sounds good. If you're a Cougar, if you attended Washington State University, get out a buck. That's not $5, They can't count that. If you're a school superintendent, get out a buck. All right, Gary, could you stand up, please, Don? It's hard to stand up. Could you guys kind of meet in the middle of the room? Yeah, can you make room for him?
What are we gonna do? Have a dance or something?
Okay, who can tell me what is similar between the two of them? Black mask on. Okay, shirts? Checkered shirt. Okay, if you said checkered shirt, that's a buck. I just like to get up pictures on this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the Mardi Gras is Tuesday. That's Tuesday. I didn't say chicken shirt.
Did you get a king cake? Did you get a king cake?
Did I what?
Did you get a king cake?
I did. All right. And for some reason, my daughters know when it's coming.
Thank you. All right. Warren, you've been around the block and you've seen some fines over time. What's been a fine that you've liked that DJ has done? You got anything you want to lay on, put out there? Any fines? What's your favorite fine? Anybody got a favorite fine out there? If you're down on a festival? Hey, going on the festival. That's a buck. Lance on a hey-oh. You don't have to pay, Lauren. You're good. Yeah, I got it. Sam doesn't have to pay. Sam doesn't have to pay either. I'm ready to beat you. All right, let's switch over to Happy Bucks. Oh, don't miss out. That's leaving money on the table. That's a combo. I'll start here with Happy Bucks. And I would encourage you to go ahead today. Oh, I forgot to find these guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys, my bad. Hey, good morning, everybody. So, if in Zoom land, we're going to fine you $3. And then part of the fine is, I want to hear you sing happy birthday to Chris. Okay? So everybody turn your microphones on. Turn your microphones on. Turn them on. Okay, you like bastards. Here we go. Happy birthday. 1, 2, 3, go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear
Chris.
Happy birthday
to you.
There you go. Nice job.
You did better than we did.
All right. Zoomers, go ahead and do your Happy Bucks. Let's hear it.
I just sent 20 by way of Venmo.
Nice. Thank you, Larry. Pretty happy. Yeah. Anybody else?
For a whole month.
I got a happy buck.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, Sam?
Good. Hey, I attended the Rotary Club meeting up in Cedro-Woolley yesterday for lunch and had a good time. So I'll put in a happy buck and then I'll put in an extra 2 for a fine for being at that club instead of ours today.
Cool. Right on. Anybody else? Jim, how you doing?
I'm good. Unfortunately, I'm headed down to the trestle, so I'll give 5 miserable bucks for stacking up going to the trestle.
Hey, have fun in the trestle. Cool. Anybody else? How about Angie's iPhone? Angie's up. All right, let's all go to Angie. We'll start off with Happy Buck here.
All right, I'm happy it's Friday, happy to see that coming out.
Here's the Happy Five. I hope to see y'all at the gala 2 weeks from now. And then the other Happy Five is I'm scheduled for my second new shoulder on April 4th. All right. I'm happy to give the rest of my wad to the cause. Good, thanks, Tom. I'm happy it's 5.
It's 5 o'clock someplace.
Exactly, we were flying, I'm going to dinner tonight, I thought I was gonna be with my wife and myself, but she invited me to dinner. Which is okay, I like it. Make it silly.
I've got a happy 20, although I feel bad for all the folks in Ukraine, that this war is affecting. It is a war, despite what Vladimir Putin says, or makes other people say. But I'm glad it's Friday. Last Saturday, I went to the Pac-12 Indoor Track and Field Championships at Dempsey Center at the University of Washington. Watched a friend of mine, his son, run in the finals in the 800 meters. His name is Cass Elliott. He's normally a 400-meter hurdler, and he was actually in the Olympic trials. And he's quite good. He's been in the top 3 in the Pac-12 for years. But he actually got second in the 800 meters and just dabbling in that. He's pretty amazing. But I also got to watch the 2 top shot putters in the United States at the collegiate level. Turner Washington from Arizona State and Jordan Geis from Arizona. I'm kind of a track junkie, so I was able to watch those guys, and Turner Geis threw 569, pretty amazing for a collegiate thrower. So happy to do that. So, were you a shot putter? Yes, I was. Yeah, me and Bill Demarudis. Yeah, we lie to each other all the time about how far we threw. Yeah. You gotta have a shot at it. It would be true. I'm happy it's Friday, and I'm happy my Tesla got me to Rodeo. Wahoo! How we doing back here?
$10 for 3 reasons. 1, Ukraine. 2, last Monday, I was given a certificate of accommodation by Jeff Bezos for my work along with Mariah Lowe on entry level and lateral moves for police officers. Been doing it now for about a year and a half through John Dyer and Jeff asked me to continue on. The other one is, the reason I'm wearing the Mardi Gras shirt was not Tuesday, but tomorrow, my wife has been consumed with putting on with a bunch of other ladies, Taste of Louisiana at the senior center tomorrow. So I'll be working all day tomorrow. Jambalaya, crawfish, fettuccine. Yeah. She went to get it at Walmart, frozen.
So for my clients, since I want to break that up for that specifically, I apologize that we get the both in that proceeding. I want to compliment our high school girls basketball team. They played the #1 team in the state yesterday, lost by 2 points, unfortunately. They're going to play here in a few minutes for a consolation game. They hope they win, because then they'll go back down there again tomorrow. And putting all that together for the bus and everything has been a challenge, but we've make it happen. So go Vikings, and the rest for Ukraine. Go Vikings. Cool.
Well, there's a little bit for fun, a little bit for, the sunrise this morning, it's like 200, okay? And then 20 for Ukraine.
for Ukraine, and great to be with all of you in person today.
Awesome, thanks, Ben, I appreciate that, I'm glad you showed up today. Anyhow, so on to our program, we have a couple of great speakers back here from the Village Community Service. We have Sydney and Rhonda, and I have their bio here on my phone, so I'll kind of read through that. So Sydney Klappinger. Klappinger, right? Anyhow, recently graduated from Pacific Lutheran University with a bachelor's degree in anthropology and global studies. You go by Sid?
Yeah.
Okay. Sid serves as the American Core Vista working at Village Community Services as a nonprofit volunteer and retention strategist. In this position, Sid recruits new volunteers for all the VSC special events and programs such as employment, residential music, and arts, and Village Experience Learning Center. They also mobilize community services and so create new volunteer opportunities, both with CVS and collaboration with other organizations throughout Swan County. In free time, she can be found watering their many houseplants, hanging out with their cat Meowski, or exploring the great outdoors. And Rhonda Trout brings bringing over a decade of related professional experience and deep-seated passion for serving individuals living with disabilities. Rhonda Trout officially joined the management team of the Village Community Services as its Village Experience Learning Center and Village Music and Arts Program coordinator in the fall of 2021. Prior to that, she was a member of the Washington Service Corps, working with BCS and the VELC program coordination. In her new role, Rhonda oversees all of VELC's learning activities, which are meant to help teach and grow life skills for participants, providing opportunities to learn about health, cooking, and eating, and offering personal growth, fulfillment, and VCS clients. As a new program director for the Village Music and Arts, Rhonda also now manages the voice of the Village Member Ensemble Band. You play an instrument. Okay. Including oversight of the band's performance, schedule, concert, and practices. Rhonda holds a bachelor's degree in psychology from Corbin University. She has spent her entire life working with and elevating the lives of people with disabilities, a passion she found while growing up with a disabled sister. In her free time, you can also find Rhonda singing, dancing, and being the life of the party with her friends and family. She also enjoys working out at the gym, bowling, and spending time with her dog, fur baby, Lily. Rhonda is married to her amazing husband, Elon. Awesome. So anyhow, come on up. Thank you very much. Let's give them a warm welcome and applause.
We have a little presentation, but if that doesn't work, then you can just talk to.
Okay. So this guy might help you.
Oh, yeah, I have a little.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can talk along with PowerPoint. It just has pictures and whatnot. Thanks for the introduction. Probably a mouthful.
Yeah, I did a good job.
You did. Thank you for having us this morning. I'm Sid, and I work for Village Community Services as their volunteer coordinator. Yeah, and it's good to be back with Rotary. I am kind of know about Rotary and whatnot. I was part of the Youth Exchange program in high school. So Rotary definitely supported me. I grew up in Astoria, so small community and strong Rotary. So yeah.
Kingston, is it? What's the name of it?
Where did you? Yeah. I went to India for a year. Yeah.
And there's 2 files in here.
It should be, yeah, just one.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Sweet. Yeah, and then she'll just go over kind of like what our organization is, our different volunteer opportunities, because that's what we're really trying to solicit. We really need volunteers right now, in all facets of our organization. And then go over questions and whatnot. Click on the middle one.
I think we're sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
No.
We're not? It says they are.
No, so you shared a different screen. Stop the share.
Okay, stop the share.
Yeah.
Wrong screen is what you're saying.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. I didn't bring my glasses, so.
It's okay,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
good. Now click this
There we go,
middle
set
one.
them in the middle one, yeah. There you go.
There you go. Super.
Do I have to do that? Wait, do I have
That
to?
looks a little better?
Okay.
Okay, then we can do the
Okay.
presentation.
Is that being shared?
Yes.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, yeah, become a volunteer with us. I'm gonna tell you why you should volunteer with Village Community Services. Yeah, there's all of our information, which we'll have at the end. I also have cards and whatnot. So yeah, what is Village Community Services? So our mission is to support and make sure our clients who are adults that, with disabilities become self-sufficient and reach their personal and professional goals. So we have a Village Experience Learning Center, which Rhonda is in charge of. And then we also have an employment team. We also have a residential services program, and then vocational services. So, which the Village Experience Learning Center and the Village Music and Arts program is a part of that as well. So we, yeah, we mostly serve adults that are neurodivergent and differently able-bodied, but we also serve anyone who just has a significant challenge to reaching different life successes. So whether that's different traumas or PTSD or mental health challenges. So yeah, and then there's our goals kind of listed out there. Support, and they're all very individualized services because every client is different. Every client needs something a little different. So, am I missing anything for that?
You're good.
So this is a picture in November. We actually, no, that was in December. We volunteered, our clients, staff, and volunteers all came together with the Marysville Food Bank and packaged some holiday meals. So as part of my role, I've been really trying to like co-create and collaborate with different organizations in the community to kind of get these communal volunteering opportunities around, because it's great to volunteer for Village Community Services, but we're really trying to get events where our community is volunteering alongside or with other organizations, you know, to try to build that community and make it a most inclusive event that we can, and then also introduce our clients to other organizations and different job opportunities and things. Yeah, building those connections. Yeah, and then we have, so next week we're partnering with ARC of Snohomish County, and we're having a online conversation about equity and inclusion and working and volunteering with people with disabilities. And then I brought flyers for it at the end of the month. We're having a flower planting, kicking off spring party with the Stanwood Camino Food Bank. So we're kind of trying to bop around everywhere in the community and a bunch of different organizations. So yeah, so volunteer opportunities. We have the Music and Arts program, which that volunteer opportunity, we have practices every Friday and Sunday. Fridays from 11 to 1, and then Sundays from 12 to 3.
12:30 to 2:30.
12:30 to 2:30. And that is at the Legion Memorial Park in Arlington. So
On Friday.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday is at our VCS office in Smoky Point.
Yeah, and then, yeah, and they just practice, they play music. We have our clients, a client band. So they basically just need people to like come and groove and support them and maybe set up some chairs and maybe help take down. But yeah, just come and hang out and show some support. It's been kind of rough with COVID and, you know, being in a band and performances and whatnot. So yeah, and then we also have our Village Experience Learning Center. And so we just recently went over our strategic plan, and we're now trying to have at least 2 events in the community, Village like Experience Learning Center events a month. So whether that's an event like this, where we're getting our clients and volunteers and community out somewhere else in a different organization, or that's we also have classes over Zoom, hopefully more transitioning in person, but like cooking and fitness and different like soft and hard life skills classes. And then we also have our special events that we need volunteers at, such as later in the year, we'll have our gala. And we also have our Arbor Day event that's coming up, where it's our big fundraiser for the Village Experience Learning Center. And I also have some flyers for that. But basically, we have a bunch of native trees from Clark Native Nursery that they donated, and you can buy a tree and the money goes to support the Village Experience Learning Center. And you can choose to keep the trees or you can donate them back. And we're partnering with the city of Linwood and Everett to do different like Arbor Day events and planting parties and different like wetlands. So yeah, and then we also always have space on our board for new board members. Yeah, we also have at our different residential sites that we don't own our houses that are like clients that are residential live in, but we do like some maintenance and yard work and whatnot at the different houses. Yeah, and then if anyone's interested in just hanging out with our clients too, at our residential sites, we just need people to come hang out, do puzzles, watch a movie. Yeah, nothing too you know, like
Strenuous.
Yeah, strenuous. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, and then we also open to like co-create different volunteer opportunities, whatever, you know, if you have a skill that you want to share or whatnot, or a teachable, whatnot that you want to teach at the Experience Learning Center, we have that as well. Yeah, and then this is our, it just blocked it out. It was supposed to highlight words, but it just shut them out. I did bring the flyers though. But okay, yeah, don't pay attention to that.
Sorry, private information, you can't see that.
Classified. No, so basically, I mean, yeah, the fancy QR code y'all are familiar with. But yeah, I was explaining, you can buy the trees, the money goes towards our Experience Learning Center to pay for classes for our clients. And then, yeah, you get a tree. And then if you choose to keep the tree, we have a big long list of different like native trees that you can pick from. And on Arbor Day, which is the 29th of April, we'll be having a at our offices like a pickup event for the saplings. So yeah, I'll leave some of the flyers that actually has the words on it. Yeah, and then I also have my card. I don't know if Rhonda, you got your card, but there's our information. Yeah, so come volunteer. We nonprofits really succeed with the help of volunteers. So yeah.
Questions, comments?
Talk a little bit more about the Voices of the Village.
All right, so our Voices of the Village band is ran by John Delgren, who is from Out of the Ashes. So he donates his time twice a week for 4 hours and performs with anybody who wants to be a member. So it is a membership band. So our members pay like $600 for the year to come to any practices, any gigs. They get a t-shirt. They get this fancy little sequin vest. No, that's something they have to buy separate. They can get mics and mic stands, and they basically get to become part of a band. Some of them sing, some play instruments, some do percussion, some dance. It's a pretty beautiful experience every Friday and Sunday. I get anywhere from 5 to 10 people at a time that are participating or just observers. It's really fun going to the Arlington Legion Park and just watching people stroll by and go, whoa, they're really good. So we work and perform all over the place. Our most recent gig that we just booked is the Eagle Wings St. Patrick's Day celebration. We also have performed at different places at Warm Beach Conference Center, fairs, wherever we can get in. We will be performing later in the year for Marysville's Brew and Cider Fest and their gala. So that's exciting. So wherever we can perform, it's $150 an hour, pays John's fees, and then gives back to the donation, gives back to the band so that we can get members who can't afford to join. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
The picture that you had up there, where was that in?
The picture was up there, was at the Marysville Food Bank.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Packaging potatoes.
Yeah.
How many clients do you serve there at BCS?
Well, yeah, we stretch all over Snohomish County, so I think
We have 28 residential clients, and then we have about 15 to 30 on any given span of time of vocational and employment service clients. So average, we serve about 30 to 35 people a month. Oh, that is a really great question.
I'm biased, but I want to say volunteers.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, pandemic and all, and we are healthcare, so, and our staff and clients work close knit together. So we actually have had a huge loss of staff. So what staff we have is like our skeleton crew, so to speak,
Yeah.
and they do all the actually direct care. So they don't have a lot of time to help our clients with their goals or getting out into the community. So part of my job is going to our 7 different house locations and getting clients out of the house or doing some sort of activity with them, whether it's coloring or a puzzle or just taking them on a stroll around the block. So volunteers that are willing to do that kind of stuff, come take them for a walk around the block, do a puzzle with them, sing karaoke in their house. Some of them really like that. Have picnics with them.
Right.
Anything that just gets them to be more engaged. So, like I said, volunteers that are willing to engage and spend an hour, 2 hours out of their day helping somebody who's, you know, wants
some
attention
friends,
and
yeah.
friends. Yeah. That's our biggest need. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Sweet. Well, I have my
All right.
card and some flyers if you want.
Yeah, we'll release some flyers, pass them
Yeah, I
out.
have some material back there for anybody that wants it, and I'll pass that out. And we have a $25 gift certificate in your honor for the Dolly Parton Education Foundation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wish.
Thank you. Well, do you know where the PowerPoint was?
What do you want?
The PowerPoint?
PowerPoint is the thumb drive?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right hanging over the edge there. You can-
Oh,
it's
gotcha,
in a-
gotcha, gotcha.
Oh, wow, it's in the tethered deal. Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you for being here today.
We raised in cash $191.
Nice.
I know that we have at least 30 in Venmo. That's going to be great. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Busy morning.
Oh, I do.